Alright, what is going on, guys? Ash number 13 back with another MLB The Show Diamond Dynasty video. This time I am doing an in-depth tutorial on the new Diamond Quest game mode. I'll try to make it as quick as possible. I know everyone's got some grinding to do, so if you do enjoy the video, make sure you like, subscribe. Let's dive right into it. So for this example, I will use the Pipeline Diamond Quest. As you can see here, there are rare rounds. You can get Matt Shaw and Chase Burns, and epic rounds where you can get Noah Schultz and Travis Bazana. So what does this mean? So basically there are two stadium challenges. One stadium challenge, you have the chance to get Matt Shaw and Noah Schultz. The other one, you have an opportunity to get Chase Burns and Travis Bazana. Hope I'm pronouncing that name right. So we'll go ahead, we'll click square, we'll look at the reward breakdown before we start the quest, and you'll notice you have really bad odds of getting these cards. Let's just say I think I can win games of Legend, but let's say you're an average player. You can't win games of All-Star difficulty. So you're All-Star difficulty. You do nothing but play the Stadium Challenge. You have a 25% chance of earning the Matt Shaw or Chase Burns rare round, and you have a 6% of getting the epic round, which is Noah Schultz or Travis Bazana. Each stadium game you do win, you get these show packs, which really aren't even that worth it, to me at least. Especially because the amount of bronze packs you get are almost better than the show packs. In fact, I think I got about 14 bronze pack from when I just beat this a few minutes ago, and I think I got maybe 2 or 3 silver players and a gold Ozzy Albies card. So you get some really good rewards there. We'll start the quest just to show you guys what I'm talking about. Look at the squad. So this is the game board. For you get a lucky 6, you roll a 6, you get a perk. Unlucky number 1, you get a penalty. This is the game board here. You can see the little baseball head in the middle right hand side. You don't want to run into him. If you do, at least for me, it's not the end of the world. It is a legend difficulty game, but you do get quite a bit of good rewards if you do win that game against him. I try to avoid it, but it's a good opportunity to get parallel XP, stuff like that. You get a 5-pack bundle and a really good X velocity boost. But if you do lose, not really too bad. Not too much harm done. You get a 1-game anti-rally time, penalty, and then you lose 50% of your peanuts. So you want to avoid that at all costs. You see the 2 stadiums in the bottom left and bottom right hand corner. So I'll show you guys really quick what a complete board looks like and all the challenges that are presented your way. First, we'll roll the die here. We'll get an unlucky 1, and here you go, a token of misfortune, significant contact decrease in outside pitches. So we'll go ahead and move our piece. As you notice, I'm moving right to left. The number 1 goal in this Diamond Quest is you want to fill up every single square before you attack either stadium challenge. So what I would do is go around and attack every single square. I will show you guys a screenshot once I pull up on a challenge. So perfect. We get our first verse challenge. Now for the verse challenge, there's actually 13 of those on the board. I'll show you what those mean here in a second. Mostly they're just moments. So we'll go to that. We get an opponent challenge. Save the game. Do not give up a run. At the bottom, you see win. Increase rare and epic chance reward by 3% with the possibility to increase 6% for this quest. Now, this isn't like you can get like a 4 or 5%. It's either you get 3% or you get 6% to my knowledge. And from the studying I've done, I've played this about 3 times. There's about a 20 to 25-ish% chance that you get a 6% increase. So we'll go ahead. If you forfeit, you can't really forfeit these because you decrease your chance by 6%. We'll do it for the sake of the video. And now I'm going to kind of dive into these screenshots. So this is a screenshot of the completed board. As you will notice, there is the little peanut stand right beneath the home plate there at the top where you start. That's a really big square that you will want to visit at least once you've collected all the peanut squares. So the 7 question marks on the map, there are 7 of them. So I think 4 of them you get peanuts. 3 of them you get tokens of misfortune, somewhere around that range. In the end, you end up with about 1,500 peanuts or so, and that's really important because you can buy every single perk that's at that peanut stand, which you do get a diamond perk if you go ahead and do that. So you get that, and then the tokens of misfortune are obviously like the significant contact decrease while behind in the count, stuff like that. It only lasts 1 game. It's really not the end of the world. We'll move on here. Beneath the peanut stand, you see the little skull with the crown on it. Those are your mini boss showdown moments. I'll show you guys a screenshot for that. But it's basically the same thing. If you guys have, everyone's played Showdown before, you face a boss. I believe you get 12 outs, you got to score 3 runs. It's the same way for every single one of them. If you win, you get a 3% increase or a 6% increase. We'll move on. We have the verse squares. There are 13 of those squares. Those are just moments. Same exact thing. You get a 3% boost or a 6% boost. So in total, there are 17 squares where you have to play a moment or a showdown. Let's hypothetically say you only get 3% in every single one of those, moment wins. So you would increase your percentage by 51%. So let's go back here and look at the reward breakdown. So look at the reward breakdown. If you were to play an all-star, you have a 6% chance of getting the Noah Schultz or the Travis Bazana. So let's say you win all 17 of those moments. You get 51% total. You don't get any extra boost. That brings your percentage chance at 57% on all-star difficulty. That's not really that great. Obviously, you want to do a little bit better than that. In this run that I showed here in the screenshot, we'll go back to that. I got the 3% boost 13 times, and I got the 6% boost 4 times. I played on an all-star difficulty, so like I said, I got the 3% boost 13 times, and I got the 6% boost 4 times, adding 63% to my overall percentage chance of me getting those rewards. So I went from 6% all the way up to 69%, and it's the same all across the board. At the very start, you have a 28% chance on legend, and that goes all the way up to 91%. So 63% chance across the board. And that's really all you need to know. You're going to want to play through every single one of those. If you win, great. You'll probably more likely get between a 60 to 70% chance raise from the initial beginning. So if you start with that 14% on Hall of Fame, if you can get 70%, that puts you up all the way to 84% chance of getting those epic rewards, which is a really good boost. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Play all your boosts, stay away from the Minesweeper, get those stadiums. This is a really good stub method right now. I posted a video earlier. By the time you're watching this, it might be yesterday, might be earlier today. Depends when I get around to it. But it's really good stub method right now. Both the Matt Shaw and the Chase Burns sell for like 7 to 8K. You're pretty much guaranteed to get those guys. Travis Bazana and the Noah Schultz sell for like 15 to 20K. So if you can play Hall of Fame, get that like 80% range, get all 4 of those players, you're looking at making about 50,000 stubs. It's a really, really good way for offline players. And really, with all 3 of my play tests, this has only taken me about it takes me about an hour, 15 minutes to go through one run. So if you take 3.5 hours, 4 hours maybe, to go ahead and get a few playthroughs, that's like 150,000 stubs you can make. If all your luck is right, let's be a little conservative. Maybe for 4 hours, you can get 120,000 stubs. I think that's a really good way to earn stubs in MLB The Show. And especially right now, with the marketplace being the way it is, you can buy a lot of cards for cheap, especially with the regular edition of the game coming out. What is it, Tuesday? A lot of prices are going to go up, so now is a really good time to buy cards. But anyway, that's going to do it for me today. If you learned something new about Diamond Quest and MLB The Show Diamond Dynasty, make sure you like the video, make sure you subscribe. I'd love to post more informational content, more ways to make stubs, roster updates that were really big for me last year. So yeah, if you like the video, I will see you guys next time. Have a good one.